Well, it feels like I have heat. Not very hot. I'll know in a minute. Feels warm, but not hot. So, all right, let me get these ceiling fans down and get my lights out of their boxes and see what parts I'm going to need to hook them lights up. Well, I got the fans down, and I've had this supposed heat on for an hour maybe, and it really doesn't feel like it's doing much. Turbo heat. I'll put it on turbo heat, we'll see. But yeah, got the fans down. Now let me get these lights out of their boxes. This is the box they come in one at a time, and they put 4. This is a kit of 4. And I got this plugged in. It's really well packaged. Let me, oh my goodness. Lord, that may be too bright. I don't want to blind myself. All right, let me start getting them screwed up. It just dawned on me why this doesn't feel like it's putting out heat I can feel. This is a heat pump. This doesn't have heat strips in it. This works like a heat pump. So it's understandable why it would take a while to get this warmed up in here. But once it does, you know, it'll keep it warm. I get it now. So so I've only had it on about an hour, and definitely there's a noticeable difference here. And heat does rise, and the heat is off. Actually, I can feel it going right out here. I can feel the wind. So I should close this door, and but I'm not. This little thing is actually doing the job. It's definitely warmer in here than it is behind me in the trailer. So what I'm doing here, let me lean up against the wall. In my mind, I'm going through where I'm going to, I have a bench that is from the edge of that window. It would probably come about 16 inches in from that wall, which is just enough room for me to, you know, work on the panel if I need to. And now I'm trying to figure how far out I'm going to mount my tools, because I want my lights to be directly over my work. So I'm going to measure from the wall out that way and put my lights so they'll hit my work. And I'm really liking these lights. On this side where I am, I'm not going to have tools. My tools are going to be down this side here. I'm going to have a bench from this window down here with my 2 sanders, my 3 sanders on it. I'm going to have a low desk here because I love daylight. Plus I can look out at my house and wave at my wife, and she can see if I'm down here drinking coffee, and she can come have a cup with me. And then from here down I'm putting a bench, and I'll have a drill press and maybe my 2 buffers, and then maybe another desk down here. I'm not sure. But this side, this is going to be nothing but storage on this wall. I'm going to hang my belts up. I'm going to put some cabinets up for all my sandpaper and knife making stuff and steel, and even my wood is going down here. Okay. I gotta have a cup of coffee. I don't know about you, but it's coffee time. Anyway, I'm gonna go measure before I have a cup of coffee. So what I need to do is go down to garage and measure where my tools are gonna set in it. I'll show you in a minute. Here is the cabinet. It's a little hard to see, but it's a nice cabinet. It's made by Craftsman. It's a really old Craftsman. Got drawers and everything. And this will be where my 2 belt grinders and my Porter cable, where are you, Porter cable? Where the heck? How am I missing my damn? It's in here somewhere. Huh. I swear it is. So anyway, my porter, there it is. There, it's right there. It's behind the anvil. So my two belt grinders, they look identical except that's a 2x42, my 1x42, and then my porter cable, was it 3x36, 4x36? I can't remember the dimensions. This is the most important one. This is the one that I will be spending the most time at. And this is about how far out I want to be able to stand up close to it. So I want the light to be mounted up right about here. So what I'm going to do is measure from that wall out a few inches away from that belt. And that's where I'll put my first row of lights. I can think of only one thing better than shop coffee, and that would be shop bacon. But we'll just have to settle for shop coffee right now. While that's brewing, I'm going to show you my thoughts on setting these lights up and where I'm going to put them. All right, let's just draw a rectangle for the shop. The windows are, it's a double window, right about here. So I have that one bench, it's 6 feet long exactly, so it will come down to about 16 inches from the wall, which is perfect. And then I'm going to have a low bench in front here. I'm probably going to do my sanding of the handles. I'll bolt a vise down, and I'll probably run my air die grinders here when I need them. And then down here I'll have another bench for my bandsaw, my drill press, and perhaps my 2 buffers. If I run out of room for the 2 buffers, then this area will be for the buffers, because they are it's a really messy operation, the buffers. And to be honest, I'm giving some real thought to not buffing these anymore. It's days of more work to buff these to a high shine. And you really can't charge people just because it takes me a long time to get something shiny. So I can sand them, I can grind them to a pretty good sheen, a good satin finish. I haven't decided yet. I'm not going to get rid of them. I am going to build this bench, and it will be used for either the buffers or sitting here sanding. If I do put the buffers here, down on this end, there's another window. I like working in front of windows. I just like sunlight coming in. And I would put a small desk in front of there and do my knife handles. And this door that opens inward, there's 2 doors. There's a screen door that opens inward and the regular door that opens outward. This door is coming down. And then on this side, here's another window here. I will have storage and all that. So I measured out from the wall to the working area at my tool, and it's 30 inches. So I'm going to mount my ceiling lights 36 inches from that wall. And on this wall, I'll come in, I don't know, maybe 32. I'll figure it out. I am going to have some cabinets here, so I want the lights to be far enough away from the cabinets where it'll illuminate the room and not be over the cabinets. So there we go. Now I got to get all 8 lights out. And here the ceiling fans were. I'm going to come down here with wires from the ceiling fans and hook them to the lights this way. So when you turn this switch on and off, what used to control the fans now controls the lights. All right, let's drink some coffee. Absolutely warm in here. I closed this door for about 30 minutes, and it's as warm as you would want your house in here. So it's working. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn it down, not temperature-wise, just fan speed. Alrighty. All right, I'm fixing to start screwing my lights up. I'm going to wire them after I get them mounted. It's just easier that way. Okay, I have all the lights mounted. I changed plans just slightly. Got two here. Two here. Got two where more bench top tools will go. I put one sideways here because if I don't put a bench here, it will go here. And then I had a fourth one, so I just stretched it out down this way. I'm gonna have storage up here and sanding belts and storage on this side, so. And I have some bad news. I did not bring my thinking chair. I left it at the old place. And the reason is, I just wanted a new thinking chair. New knife shop, new thinking chair, new coffee pot. So, my wife may be getting a new recliner. And if she does, I'll get her old one and that will be my new thinking chair. I hate throwing stuff away that I can actually find a place for that somebody may need. I mean, I have thrown a lot of stuff away here, but you also have to balance your time against your desire to not throw stuff away that could be used. And I offered stuff here over and over and over to people, and everybody got what they wanted, and you know, I was left with a whole bunch of stuff to throw out. The carpet that I took out of my downstairs, my knife shop, I laid out, there's a carport here on this side, but there's another carport on this side. So I pulled the carpet out and I laid it underneath the carport over there because I remembered seeing an ad on Craigslist under the wanted section, someone wanting some carpet for a hunting cabin they were building. And it was actually very good carpet. It was thin pile, it wasn't worn, it wasn't glued down or tacked, so it was very good carpet. So I contacted the guy and told him I had 12 by 24 carpeting and asked him if he was interested. And he said, absolutely. I told him to be here between morning and noon, because after noon I wasn't going to be here. And when do you think he showed up? 12:45. Just shaking my head. SMH. Shaking my head. You can't even give stuff away and have people be on time. Oh, Lordy. So, I've got my lights up, and I'm taking a break, and I gotta go down to the garage and get my electrical wiring kit. I'll tell you, I may have to hold off finishing the wiring because I kind of want to do this in an attractive way, you know. I don't want to have my old shop, when I needed a light, I just wire a new light and just leave wing nuts and wires exposed. And I want to do this one a little nicer. So I do believe I'm going to get some track and some junction boxes and just make it look like a bit more aesthetically professional looking job, even though I'm just an electrical hack. So it's about 1 o'clock. I'm surrounded by cows, you know. There's cows all over here, and then behind my house there's cows back here. It's kind of, when I'm in here working, I'm going to take these screens down so I'll have a more clear view out there. When I'm in here working, I'm going to enjoy looking out at nothing, cows, grazing cows. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take a minute and think about what I want to do next. I might be able to get them wired up, and then, you know what, I'm going to go look on a computer and see just what's available for junction boxes and tracks. That way I'll decide if I want to actually spend the money to make it pretty or just go ahead and wire it up like the hack that I am.